The floor is wet.
Yeah, sorry, tough guy. It's called cleaning. The water goes onto the floor. Then I mop it up, and the air magically evaporates the remaining water. That's called drying.
I know.
So how'd it go?
Ivory is carrying out his mission well. He's currently returning Samson to the UK.
Say, when are you heading back? You gotta take care of that mess up there.
And just what mess are you referring to?
Isn't it obvious? Your stupid hat. Do us a favor, Artie, and lose the babushka, why don't you? It looks like one of them big royal guard hats, but cut in half. Go back to Buckingham Palace and tell them to give you the rest of the hat.
This hat was my father's, you know.
Oh yeah, I knew that alright. Just like how everyone working on this project knows everything. No secrets kept from anyone whatsoever. Sorry, mate. I gotta rest. I'd love to carry on for the night, but I just...
Oh no, that's okay.
You go first. I'll be back. Gotta go find a turntable. Anastasia, how much farther?
The nearest turntable is 0.4 miles away.
What's that?
They gave me this computer thing in my head. It helps me do things.
Like what? Just finding turntables, or...?
Activating S&G.
Actually, I think I'd feel safer going with you.
Alright then. Suit yourself.
You know, you fellas are lucky I had some supplies to pick up on Sodor. Otherwise, I wouldn't have brought you. I debated just tossing you down to Davy Jones' locker. You know, keep the bastard company.
How can we repay you?
Repay me? Oh, well, that one's simple. Don't ever talk to me again. Especially if you're friends with that grey demon freak show.
It's good to be back on Sodor, even though I've never been to this place. Thank you. Okay. Boko, it's me. Hello?
Ivo?
Yeah, it's me, Ivo Hugh. I'm sorry we took so long.
You were too late. Just like...
Too late for what? The assassin? No. Something else. Hey.
Zero!
Don't you think it's a little weird that those two are, you know... Shh! Just let them have this.
I thought something terrible might have happened. You've been gone for days. And your eye! What happened? Are you alright?
After I got shoved off a cliff, I woke up on a ship, and I pursued Timothy, and we fought, and I... Of course I'm alright. I'm with you now. Okay. Now that we're all together again, Connor, Ivo, there's something we need to tell you. Something happened while you were gone. What happened? Yeah, what do you gotta tell us? It's about Thomas.
I have very important motivations. Well, we don't know that for sure. Frank is dead. You shouldn't assume, Ivo. I'm sorry I ever met you.
I am the original 089.
I'm letting you go. I'm sorry I didn't listen to your side of the story earlier. Guys, I miss you. We're in this together. If only we'd gotten here sooner. It's all my fault. No, Ivo, it's my fault. If I had waited to get Frank fueled up before we left...
Connor, stop. This is my fault.
I'm the protector of Sodor. If I hadn't gotten into an accident, all because I couldn't pull one stupid train, I would have been there to protect him. I wasn't out of the steelworks until 2 days later.
Stop it, all of you! It wasn't Ivo's fault, or Connor's, or even yours, Zero. Heck, I'm the one with the magical powers. If anyone should be upset with themselves, it should be me.
Darling, Connor? First Charlie, then Den, and Frank, and now Thomas. I can't do this anymore! I can't! I'm sick of it! We're supposed to stand up for what's right and fight the bad guys, but we always lose someone! I can't! We can't! I can't do this anymore. I don't want to lose any more people. Oh no. We're all at fault. In one way or another. I'm so sorry.
Where's Percy?
I don't know. Probably grieving somewhere. We have to stay strong, though. For Thomas.
We shouldn't stop working because of this. Thomas was a good friend and inspiration to us all, but we need to move forward.
But it's Thomas, I...
It's okay, Frank. We know what you mean.
Glad to have you back, sir. As you can see, Natford is almost finished. Reconstruction should be complete by the end of the week.
Yes, thank you, Albert. It's been about 1 week since Thomas's death. Traffic has slowed down, less revenue's coming in. A majority of the engines are on strike or just not leaving the shed. If your railway keeps up like this for much longer, I know that he meant a lot to everyone, but we have to move. Our sense of resiliency has not been lost, Peter. Give them more time. As if we haven't done that already. You listen here, you... What perfect timing. Is it the wife? No. Worse. After the incident with the diesels and 08s, the public couldn't trust one person to be in control of British railways anymore. Neither could the government, for fear that they might secretly have other intentions. A council of people were entrusted with the position, Each member oversees a certain sector of England and its rail traffic, as well as the other members. I maintained a professional relationship with them through trade and exchange of services. But in recent times...
Hello, Stephen.
What took you so long? Just who I needed to see.
It has been 3 days, and we still haven't received any of the materials you promised us. 5 goods trains haven't yet arrived.
He's a bit preoccupied at the moment. Just give me a few more days. Look, in case you weren't aware, I'm under a lot of pressure right now. We lent you Flying Scotsman and Stepney. Did they not serve their purpose well? They were fine, but the engines are still grieving. And some are on strike, and some are on strike.
They aren't the only ones. Have you noticed what some of your citizens have been up to recently?
No.
Forgot you were attending this meeting. And no, I haven't.
You might want to.
If we do not receive our order soon, we will have to rethink our contract with you.
New contract? The last guy would never have done that.
Of course not. He wasn't with the time. We are, and you should be too. The public is likely already pulling out of Sodor. Maybe we should as well.
We'll keep in touch. Convince us to keep you, or we'll all have to meet in person soon.
Hey guys, am I too late? My bosun broke down. My apologies.
So, what's the plan now? Today we're giving our sorrow. And then this week, we are sorting this mess out. Well, good. We need to continue to move forward. I will never move on from this as long as I live, Percival. Do you understand? Don't act like this is something we can just move past, because it's not. Maybe for you and your engines, but not mine. Not me. Well, we should probably get going. Oh. Where are you going? We've got to get to the Ministry of Defense yard, but before that we're taking you to the steamworks. No, I'm fine, really. It was just a gantry crane collapsing on me. And a small shell off a cliff, and days at sea, and a supernatural being inside my head, sleeping in the cold. Yeah, someone should look at him.
I'm coming with you!
No! I'll be fine. You need to make sure nothing else happens. Right. Time to go. We're late enough as it is. Lady, I'm sure he didn't mean anything by it. I've lost too many people already. I can't let these three get hurt anymore. Come on, Connor. Okay.
I'm surprised Timothy was still around. I thought it was a rumor, but he orchestrated this whole thing. Zero may have let him go thinking he'll change, but the damage has been done. There's so many places and people I should check up on. I suppose I'll go where the points take me. It's you.
What are you doing out and about?
Just going out for a stroll, I suppose.
All alone, huh?
Zero is recovering from his recent fight, so yes. It's just me for the time being. But while he's healing, I'm going to...
Ugh, don't tell me you're still with that loser.
Of course I am! And he's not a loser! I love him.
Ugh, disgusting. How can you even say something like that?
Well, it's a part of human culture. When two people like each other a lot, they can come together to care for one another and lift each other up. It's very... well, I'm sure you wouldn't understand. Nor would you care.
Yeah, you're right. I don't care.
Yep, that's what I figured.
Well, you love that lame Thomas recolor, and I loved it when I wasn't the only engine doing any work on this godforsaken island.
What do you mean by only engine working? I haven't really been out much. Just been tending to the portal after saving some civilians a few days ago.
Simple. The precious number 1 perished, and they're all depressed now.
Rightfully so. Thomas was the leader of the tracks, the star of the show, some would say. He was a friend to everybody. So kind-hearted and innocent. But to die like that. How tragic. I can't even begin to imagine.
Don't cry.
Wait!
Engines don't cry.
Ugh, what's his problem? I know him and Thomas weren't always on good terms, but still.
What's your problem? Can't she see I'm trying to work? What's the holdup?
The train is due to pass at any second now. You must stop.
But most of the engines are too upset to even leave the shed and do any work. Haven't you heard about Thomas?
Look, I don't care about the engines. I'm just here for my paycheck, which now, thanks to agents like you, is subject to change.
I suppose not everyone is sad about the tragedy.
Well, Fathead tried to keep it under wraps as best he could at first. But now, just about everyone knows. Wait, why are you still here?
I just wanted to check up on the island and see how everyone was doing. You were the only one I could find.
Maybe we were working together. Irony at its finest.
So, this is a bit awkward.
Yes, you are.
Not taking into account Andy or Thomas or anything these past few weeks. How have you been? We haven't really spoken since...
I never meant to hurt you.
What?
I've never told you why I did the things I did.
All is forgiven, Ten. I know you weren't fully in control of what you did.
I worked on British Railways as a utility engine. I did odd jobs, mainly cleaning up accidents and scrap. Eventually I fell into disrepair and ended up in the scrap heap myself.
Until 2 men came along.
Burnett Stone and Peter Thomas Boomer were assigned a college project. Fix a piece of machinery. Simple. They, of course, went above and beyond and chose to restore me.
But after a falling out, Burnett decided to restore me, while Boomer fixed you.
Boomer was jealous and wanted you for his own, to gain the credit, the recognition, the status.
And you were roped into it.
I wanted no involvement whatsoever in his schemes. But after being restored to working order, I was willing to do any job, and Boomer threatened to dismantle me if I didn't obey.
And thus you acted accordingly. I'm sorry. I wasn't aware of...
He recruited 2 other diesels to help me. I tried my hardest to be a good leader, but I acted out of fear and hatred. It was all that was planted in my head. And then I chased you and Thomas all those years later.
After all that, I mainly spent my time on the mainland. Mainly with Patch and Lily's boy. Then the war happened.
I was captured and cloned, but I managed to escape. They came back for me and I escaped the second time. They'll me with the help of another diesel.
The actions of both sides were incredibly unforgiving.
Both sides?
The leaders of the diesels captured as many engines of their type as they could for fighting. Sadly, my side did the same.
What the hell happened to it?
No. She's of no use to me now. The former caretaker is dead. His granddaughter's off with her new husband. Probably just all forgot.
But how did she get like this? She looks like utter garbage.
She fell into disrepair over the years. Some people tried to crowdfund and restore her, and they scammed people out of thousands of dollars and didn't fix her at all. Genius! Why didn't I think of that? And they stored her in America, of all places.
Okay, actually, that explains a lot.
How much? How much? She's worthless to me now. I don't want any money, just those weapons you talked about earlier. I will give you the highest quality explosives I can manufacture.
Okay, come on. You can't be serious.
When am I not? This is Charlie, and, well, you might not remember me. My name is Ronaldo Stone, and we're getting you out of here.
Ugh, of course we are.
I feel horrible looking back. I signed on to the project after they rescued me. We thought it over for so long, and Charlie believed our plan was the best choice. He was wrong.
Knowing you, they were treated better than us.
I suppose so. The project failed, but ultimately succeeded in the end. We erased their memories, but managed to successfully return them. Well, most of them, I think. Maybe. I wasn't exactly too involved in the project. I was only brought on after the prototype was abandoned.
No use feeling sad about it. I have more scrap to collect, so why don't you stay here? I have a friend that could cheer you up.
Well, all right then. I suppose so.
Don't cry. Engines don't cry.
Oh! Sorry, Mom. I didn't see you there.
Oh, it's okay.
My name's Reg, by the way.
Lady. That's what I'm called.
Lady? That's a funny name. That'd be like me being called Gentleman. You seem sad, lady. Whatever is the matter?
Oh, it's nothing.
Are you sure? I've got all day and I'm a pretty good listener.
Okay, well, I guess I'm feeling kind of like a failure.
What do you mean?
Well, I've been talking to an old friend, and we reminisced about our pasts. Do you ever get that feeling? That feeling when something you've done is so wrong that you can't let go. Never, no matter what. Like as if you're being held captive by your emotions.
Yes, Yes, I do.
Really? You?
No. Well, sorta. I sometimes feel captive. Not emotionally, but more... What's the word I'm looking for?
Mentally? Physically?
Yeah, physical. That's the one.
And why is that?
I'm stuck on this single strip of rail. I can only go so far. I feel like I'm stuck here. Like I'm captive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just wish I could go out and see the world. I see engines rush past me every single day. Free. Free to travel wherever the rails take them. And then there's me, stuck on a single strip. And now, after what happened to Thomas, only Diesel 10 visits me. I feel more alone than ever.
I was lonely once.
Really?
Yes. Many times, actually. In all of my lives, loneliness and sorrow have been a constant. And now, the sorrow has caught up.
He was inside my head. It hurts to think about it. So you guys are open? I haven't seen any engines out all day. Are they all here? No, most engines are grieving over Thomas. Some are working, like me, but only some. Some Sodor citizens are the same way, but they didn't have the same connection with Thomas. Oh, this is terrible. Do you think you can fix up Zero? Of course. Is there any way you can make me a new tender, Victor? My old one's currently at the bottom of the ocean. Oh, I'm sorry, my friend. You are an old engine, and since your class is no longer being made, there's no blueprints. If I could get the design for it, though, I might be able to build you a new one. Thank you, Ivo. Victor, I was about some repaints here from my friends. For you, anything. It's the least I can do after you saved my life. Actually, I'll pass on the repaint, Victor. I'm just gonna get a wash down. Very well, Connor. You didn't have to do that. Don't worry about it. Thank you, Ivo. Did I mention it? I'm really sorry this had to happen to you. It's fine. I'm pretty durable. On the outside. Wish I could say the same for Frank. I'm sure he'll turn up. He's a boat. Maybe he just floated away. You did say he was out of fuel, right?
What? What? No, he got shot at, Zero. He was hit. He was bleeding.
I'm sorry. I guess that maybe...
You guess that maybe you have no idea what you're talking about!
I don't have any idea of what I'm talking about. No, it's you. It's you who doesn't understand. You have no idea what I've been through. You're right. Because I've been through worse. Ivo? Don't guess. Don't assume either. Get well soon, Chief. Oh, there you are, Ivo. Took long enough. Ivo? What's wrong? Nothing. Is this about Frank? Partially. It's not important, though. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm good. Now, come on. The Ministry of Defense base is after Croven's Gate. They've been expecting us for days. Right. But, Ivo, well, the thing is, But what? Is something wrong? What's wrong? Are you okay? Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. Jeez. Never mind. This is the home of Bob Smith, Thomas's driver. The fireman had no family. You must be Mrs. Smith. I'm terribly...
And you must be the fat...
Sir Topham Hatt to you. It's fine, Peter. I am the fat controller.
You are responsible for my husband's death. It falls on your shoulders.
I never foresaw things getting this bad. If I would have acted sooner,
No excuses.
We do train our workmen in self-defense, but this was different. This was a cold-blooded murder in the dead of night.
And what have you done to make improvement since the incident? What have you changed? How many more people are going to suffer because of your lack of a solution to this problem?
Improvements? Like, if you're implying that we're going to arm every worker on this island because of one incident, then you make a great point. What? You heard the council. The modern world waits for no one. Crime evolves and we must adapt to combat it, Peter. And especially after this. I know embracing modernization is a strange concept for Sodor, especially coming from me. But now is the time.
Humph! That is not what I was referring to. You haven't heard the speculation?
Speculation? About what?
They're saying it's an inside job. We know who did it.
That's ridiculous. We don't even... Justin Brown is the assassin. But did he? He had to have done it. If not him, then one of his underlings. And to think that he was right under my nose this entire time. I trusted him. I was going to give him access to my railway, to all of my secrets. And he played me like a fiddle.
Then I'd suggest you catch him now and snuff out any other conspirators. There's probably more than one cop working with him.
Sir! Sir!
What now, Albert? I'm very busy at the moment. Did you run away from me?
We found something! At Henry's tunnel! It's a bloody mess! Several police officers from the mainland and members of the criminal organization! Oh, the horror!
What did you do? The blonde one led us into battle against Professor's gang. We managed to beat them and take 2 prisoners, but not my son.
Your son?
You really got some explaining to do, Alex Smith, but I'm glad to have you back.
I have to go.
What are you gonna do now, sir?
Well, it's getting late. You'd better get going. It was nice talking with you, though.
Indeed. Although, I didn't expect the day to go by so fast. I don't make friends that often, though. So thank you.
Same here. Goodbye now.
Farewell. Reg helps the island by taking care of the scrap. I just wish I could help too. Help people without messing it all up. Wait. Maybe I can help Reg. He said he feels captive, so... Yes. Yes, that's it, of course. Alright. I'll need to think of the location. Must concentrate.
Oh, we're finally here. Yeah, after all those long days at sea and on Tankopia, we finally made it. Oh, hello, sir. Good evening, Ivo Hugh. Your boss is away at the moment and won't be back until tomorrow. I'm just taking over temporarily. I'd like to increase Sodor's security, and to do that I need to see how its current security works. Right. I see. Now then, since the assassin has supposedly fled for the time being, your jobs have changed. Ivo, you'll be helping to clean up and rebuild by disposing of any rubble left over from destroyed buildings and other structures, cleaning up remains, that sort of thing. And Connor, you... Actually, sir... I quit. What? What? Well, when Ivo and I were briefly on Tankopia, I took over their passenger services. It was really fun. It made me miss the good old days. Back before I began working here, back before the diesels, back before I ran away from scrap. What I'm trying to say is, I'd like my old job back, please. I see. I was actually discussing passenger services on the mainland with the council not too long ago. I'm sure they'd love to have you back. Really? Do you mean it? Of course I do. Since you two don't have any jobs left tonight, you can rest here. I'll go fill out the paperwork and get everything settled. Good night. Good night, sir. Night. So that's what you were trying to tell me earlier. Yeah. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. You need to do what makes you happy. If you don't want to work with me anymore, after our recent fight, it's not you, Ivo. It's just me. I've been thinking about this for a long time now. So, this isn't about me losing my temper with you? You don't hate me? Ivo, why would I hate you? Why would you say something like that? Right. So, we just won't be working together anymore then. Yeah, sadly. I'm not going to be there alongside you. If something happens to you, how... Ivo, I'll be okay. It's only passengers. It'll be like how it was before. Before it was me working for British intelligence and you going to and from a castle every day. Before we even met. Where did you... Promise me, Connor. Promise me one thing. Of course. Anything. Promise me that you'll stay safe. I know you're strong and all, but please, be careful. I've lost enough friends already, and I want to be able to live with myself if something bad happened to you. Nothing's gonna happen to me, I know. I've survived a lot of bad stuff. You don't think I'm weak or something, do you? No? But please, promise. I promise I'll be careful. And promise that you'll visit me when you aren't busy. Alright, I promise that too. No need to get all sentimental and whatnot. Oh, I just remembered. I've got to check on something. Ivo, come look at this! What is it? Before we set out to come here, I told some workers to transfer the stuff on our shed on the mainland to the one here. Look. Frank. Thomas. I'm sure that if they were here right now, they'd both be really proud of you for making it this far and for fighting to make the world a better place. Thanks, buddy. I'm gonna try my best.
Reg, wake up! Wake up!
What? Oh! Good morning, lady. Nice to see you again. Oh. Something is different.
Indeed, look!
Whoa! I'm on new rails! Lady, you did this? For me?
I had to start fixing my past mistakes somehow. I thought the best way was to help people in the present. What do you think?
What do I... It's amazing! Woo! Look at me go! Whee!
Not bad, lady.
Such a tragedy, Thomas. But we need to stay strong. We need to move forward. We need to... Red! What are you doing? Oh, the magic pigeon is behind this. Wait, who are you again?
I'm Lady. Well, I don't really have a job at the moment.
Oh, I see. What are you doing with Reg?
Oh, nothing. That was just a failed experiment. Like everything else I've done.
Oh? What do you mean by
What
that?
are you doing out here? I thought everyone was grieving.
They are, but sadly, I've seen this before. I've been here for a long time and I must set an example. What has happened is a terrible tragedy, but we need to stay strong. I need to stay strong. Now go! Save him! Quickly!
I can't look!
Huh?
Ah!
Stop! Calm down. Deep breaths. Come on. Okay. Now, my name is 089. Who are you and why are you panicking?
My name's Reg. I was panicking because I'm out of my environment. Aliens never run into me on my short circuit of track at the scrapyard. It was a big change, but so scary.
I see.
Oh, Reg! There you are! Zero! You're up! That's...
Indeed I am. Victor let me go for a run to stretch my wheels. He doesn't usually do that for engines, but I saved his life, so, you know.
I'm so sorry.
We'll discuss this later. First, we need to get Reg back in place.
Thank you both. The freedom I had briefly was a great change, but I don't think I want to be out there with the big engines rushing about. It would be nice to have a little more room though.
Don't worry, Reg. We've talked it over with your manager. And your little strip of track will be extended into a full loop so you can travel all the way around your yard.
Oh my! That sounds wonderful! Thank you, Zero and Lady.
Don't mention it. So...
Look, I just wanted to make something right for once, okay? Everything I've ever done has just turned out to be a big failure. I had to stay in working order and keep the magic railroad working, but I was careless and let Dieselton crash me, resulting in the railway nearly fading out of existence. The 08 project was a complete and total failure too. They had to wipe their minds. It was so bad. And now there's Reg. A simple experiment. A simple act of kindness. And I couldn't even do that. He was terrified. Name something that I've done right. I dare you.
Well, you helped to make me.
I did do that right. I think.
You think? What are you trying to say here?
You're right. I did do that right.
Not only that, but you saved those people last week. You helped to make this island safe. And you're always there for me. If anything, I'm just holding you back.
No, you're not. I hold myself back. From my magic. From my friends. From my past, really. I can't change that. I just have to move on from it.
You won't have to do it alone. I'm sorry I haven't been around recently. But I'm back now. And I'll be here for you.
We still have a long way to go. And the road ahead is very bumpy. But I know we can help this island heal. Even if we only help one engine at a time. Although, probably not in the same way as Reg.
Well, you're the expert. I'll do what I can. Well, when I can. I should probably get back to the Steamworks at some point.
Be a prodigy to be unique. You don't
See you later. See you later, buddy. Good luck. What happened to the big green diesel you ordered?
What are you going to do with one less
How
engine?
much longer until all trains are back on time?
What is being done to snuff out the criminals?
For about 1 month now, a criminal syndicate known as Professor's Gang has been attacking our island, our home, and our railway. Their exact motive is unknown. We have seen them attack our construction sites, dockyards, stations, and most recently, our number one. I know you're all upset. Good, because so am I, which is why I am and will continue to handle the situation personally. General Phoenix and his special forces gave me some assistance, but we now know that the mysterious assassin himself is none other than Knapford Police Commissioner Justin Brown. Brown has been playing this game from both sides all along, and I say it's time we bring this game to an end. Now is the time to restore our order, to rebuild what has been destroyed, to serve justice to the corrupt and the disturbed. They think they can take our island from us? Well, they can't. They're wrong. They're criminal scum. And we are Sudrians. We built this island from the ground up. We link everything together with railway lines, and we support each other through and through. And no one can take that away from us. They can knock us down and dampen our spirits, but we will not stay down for long. They want you to live in fear. Fear is already here, and it's been controlling us for far too long. Look around you. Engines, people, afraid to leave their houses. Well, I say no more. None. Enough is enough. Our spirits may fall, but we rise! Going off of security camera footage from the past few weeks, we've seen a number of attacks. This one, however, is my personal favorite. Justice will be served. I will hold all of these people accountable, and I will not rest until Sodor is safe again!
Don't fall into my arms. I'll only disappoint you. I'll let you down. Don't go sounding the alarms when all I do is warn you. So don't ask me. Do you want to talk? Do you want to talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to you. Don't ask me. Do you wanna talk? Do you wanna talk it through? Swear I ain't got anything on my mind. I don't wanna talk to
Abraham. Oh, hello, Sir Stephen. What can I do for you? Rumor has it that you have had a pass with a man in Professor's gang. Perhaps even the man that killed Thomas. Is this true? Yes. Yes, that is true. You wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you? Nope. I see. Well, thank you anyway.
Is something wrong?
Yes. I think Hat's after you, Alistair. He may be after all of us.